Hello, it's Diane here from Stitchcape, which is a sewing business here on the Wirral in Cheshire, northwest of England, UK. But since this video is for my newsletter readers primarily, it's the main reason for doing it, I'm also going to put it on the blog of my website, which is stitchcape.uk, which I maybe put a fancy thing on the video or might not. Yeah, and you'll see how to spell Stitchcape. It's Stitchscape. Escape away to stitch. Introduction's done. If you are seeing this on YouTube or on my website and you're new to me and the business, hello. If you've been on my newsletter list for ages, you're probably thinking, oh God, here she goes again. In which case, I apologise. I'm trying this new way of, it's a vlog, I think they call them, don't they? We used to do blogs years ago, and then they come vlogs on YouTube where, yeah, well, you all know what a vlog is. It's a video blog. Because I've been doing a lot of about back office business training as such, and reminding myself of why I'm doing this business and what I'm hoping to offer to other people. And no, it is not going to be YouTube tutorials. That's not happening. There's plenty of other people who do those. I'm a believer in the power of face-to-face community and connections. And so my offerings are all that. Here in my studio, which is now in my back garden, we call it the yurt. It's more like a log cabin. Anyway, this is where I hold my social gatherings and workshops, etc. here. So along those lines of what I want the business to be, it's finally dawned on me that it makes sense that when I'm talking to you about what's going on in the business and what is latest and what you could possibly be interested in, is the best way to do it is for you to actually see me doing it. And because I can't invite everybody around here and nobody has time for that, this is my second best option, is talking to you on a video. So I'm going to give it a couple of months trial and see how I go. My worry is that I will go on too long and people get bored. But that could happen after 2 seconds flat. So I can't necessarily cater for you if you need my chat to be 2 seconds flat. This is not for you. It is for you if you want to sit down with a cuppa. Mine's a coffee and it's a bit too hot for me to drink. Oh, it's getting there. And just to watch and to listen to what I've got to say, what I'll share with you. Because if you've signed up to my newsletter, it means that you are interested possibly in what I do and would like to find out more, and you like to keep up to date with what's happening in case you might want to bob in and out of my offerings, which is fine. So here we go. I've got my glasses on so I can see how much time. I've taken 3 minutes 37 so far. I'm hoping to keep it within 10 minutes. But on the other hand, I am not a robot. I am Diane. And I want to share as much as I can with you and yet not go on forever and, bore you. But you've shown a sign that you're interested in what Stitchcape is, so it's my job to invite you in and to show you how I can make that happen. And hopefully also by new people seeing me more often, they get a vibe about who I am and my style. And they might think, oh my God, I'm running for the hills. Or they could also say, ooh, I think she could be fun. She might help me relax. Maybe I can trust her to look after me when I go to her workshops and socials. It is all about that trust and that human connection. Some people will not like me. I don't like some people. It's the way it works in the world, isn't it? But I'm obviously going. People won't know if they really like me if I don't show myself as such. Which I need to be careful the way I word that. So you get the vibe, you get the reasons why I'm doing this. I want to help people feel whether they do or don't like me, whether they can trust me because they're coming to my space. Will I make sure that they're okay when they're here? Will I help them as much as I can? In the group settings, do I try and make sure there's always people here for them to have a chat to? That's what I do. I hold space at least every Friday and Saturday for the socials. I'm here whether there's one person here or whether there's 4 people here. That's why I'm here, that you know I'm here very regularly for you to be able to fit these activities into your life. Okay, now I haven't just got a blank canvas, I have got myself a little list over here on my planner about what I wanted to say today. But I think it's important that I will keep reinstating this message of why I'm doing this. It's to help you potentially, whether you're a new person to the escapee crowd or whether you've been around here for donkeys yonkeys. It just helps you keep in touch with what's going on and that you feel a part of the community. I think words are great, but there's nothing like that human connection, and you seeing me now on this camera is helping with that human connection. Okay, let's hope I don't go on too long. Right, only a few more minutes left after all that introduction, but hopefully that introduction won't be necessarily and so long every time. But I think for the introductory one, I feel that's important. First thing on my list is that I am back from the Hollybobs, and in the newsletter on the top, I put some photos of some fabric I got from the fabric shop called the, God, this has gone out of my head now. Oh, well, I've got it in the written bit of the newsletter anyway, and I'll hopefully put a link below to their website. So Monmouth is where I went, and I got some fabric, and I've shown some photos of it in the newsletter, but I think this might help you get a better view of it. Now, this is what I'm planning for the background for the giraffe quilt, because while I was in there, I was talking to the owner of the shop, Dawn, and they'd had a social in the room upstairs by where the fabric is. And one of the ladies, they'd finished, and one of the ladies came out to look at the fabric. And I was talking to Dawn about what I was looking for. I wasn't really sure. And then I thought, maybe I'll get for the giraffe quilt that I'm about to do, which is ready for my retreat that I'm holding in October. And as I was saying that to Dawn, a lady, like I said, a lady from the group found this. Her hands were actually touching that as I was talking to Dawn about the giraffe quilt. So do you know what? I thought, I'm having that. So I'm going to use that to do the patches on the giraffe. It's a pattern by Tracy Perks of Rope and Anchor Trading Company. I should have a link to it in my newsletter actually, and probably down below if you're watching this on YouTube. And so that one's a batik, and this one's a batik, and this is going to be for the hedges, the foliage as such on the quilt. Absolutely gorgeous. That's all I've got at the minute. That's what I got from Dawn at is it the Cotton Angel? But yeah, I thought it looks quite better. It looks a lot better in video than just a still photo, especially it's me taking the photos. So that was my holiday in Monmouth, which was marvellous. I can highly recommend it. People are very friendly. It's a gorgeous place. We stayed in a little cottage that was right by a forest, and you could just walk straight from the farm up into the forest and round, like a 3-mile walk was one we did, but there's different ones you can do. Absolutely loved it. I hadn't stayed there before because it was a present from my husband's son. He bought his dad this week's holiday in this cottage, which is made on all sorts of other activities, because he was 60, him and Dawn's was 60. He is older than me, although I am 58 still, so now there's 2 years gap between us, so that's cool. But yeah, I can highly recommend Monmouth. Very quiet. It's not for you if you like, full-on cityness, but if you like the quiet country vibe, then it's for you. We also went to the Forest of Dean Centre, which is only about half an hour away, where him indoors did the go ape thing, was throwing himself from the trees, and you know how those go ape things are, with all sorts of activities up in the trees. Him and his son had an absolute whale of a time. Loved it. So yeah, I'm back from that holiday, which is why you didn't get a newsletter last week. Although, as you know, I don't do them every week. It's about 3 a month, something like that usually. So that's me back from my hollybobs. Another thing that's not necessarily to do with sewing is the fact that I'm raising money this month for Dementia UK. For lots of different reasons. I have had family members who have suffered with it, and my mum in particular was affected by the care for those people. So it's something I worry about myself. Like, I might have it now, I don't know. You might be going through it with one of your relatives or one of your friends. It's all around. It's something that we hear about more. I didn't remember hearing about it when I was a lot younger. I didn't hear about Alzheimer's or dementia or anything like that when I was younger. It's a fairly recent thing. But I'm taking part in their latest challenge, which is walk 31 miles in May. So the idea is you walk 1 mile a day, and then obviously at the end of May, you'll have walked 31 miles minimum. Like I said, when I was down in Monmouth, we walked 3 miles one day. But so my minimum is going to be 31 miles this month. So yeah, I will hopefully put a link somewhere or other for you to sponsor me if you could, to raise some money. I've gone beyond my, I had only set a level of 100, but I've gone over that already. And whatever we can raise is going to help keep the Admiral nurses going. They have a system, they call them Admiral nurses, which is a telephone helpline for sufferers of dementia as well as carers of people who have dementia. Both things. And yeah, the importance of physical activity actually for them, as well as the carers, to help them with their mental health and dealing with the stress of working through what dementia can mean. So yeah, go ahead and sponsor me if you can. That would be marvellous. So those are two things that's nothing to do with sewing, although I made them sewing because I bought some fabric and found a fabric shop. Oh, what a surprise! Quelle surprise! Not. Right, the other thing I've got down here is, I haven't had Friday socials for a few weeks because the holiday was a Friday to Friday holiday. So I can't remember the last one. I think that was was it April? Don't know, but it's been a while. But the next Friday social is May the 17th, and then the 24th and the 31st. Now, Saturdays weren't affected for as long, and there's the next one for that one is on the 18th of May. Had a few new people this year. The things are backing up now I've been in here. I don't understand. I was a bit worried about coming to the yurt, but it's working out okay. So it's Friday socials. I am, like I say, very busy with all sorts, with planning workshops, some private, some public. The foundation paper piece workshop sold out very quickly, and I'm also running a private applique workshop, and I may well do a public version of that as well. If you're interested, pop a comment or reply to the email if you're seeing this in my newsletter. If you're not subscribed to my newsletter and you think it could be something for you, go to the website stitchscape.uk, and there's a banner along the top, quick and easy for you to put your name and your surname, and I put birth date in there now, not because I need to know how old you are. It's more because if it's your birthday, I plan to send you a little discount or something every year when it's your birthday. Because the socials, what I do is when it's your birthday month, I give my regulars a freebie. They have a free day of a social. So that's how I do it for them. But just for signing up to my newsletter, I think, because I really appreciate it, reading it and the just being a part of my community and showing an interest in what I work so hard to offer. So that's why I've been putting down your birthdays. If you've been with me for years and I haven't got your birthday, other than Jill, I know when Jill's birthday is because it's the same day as me. But yeah, if you could go into your preferences or something at the bottom of the newsletter, I think it says you can adjust your preferences. Hopefully it'll give you a place there to add your birthday. Or if not, send me an email and say, hey Diane, it's my birthday this month, can I have a discount? Be cheeky, go on, you don't ask, you don't get. I won't be giving you a 90% discount, put it that way. It might just be something like 10%, but you know what? It's all a little way of saying thank you for supporting my business. Yeah, but it's mad. I'm also private teaching quite a few people at the minute, loads of inquiries. Some gift cards have been sold and people are starting to use now. People taking the most of them. Yeah, it's so some of the private teaching one-to-one is seems to be going on a lot at the minute. Yeah, so it's busy. And never mind this fabric. I've also, which is very odd for me because I'm not really a person into this normally, but it always hits me and I end up being frustrated as anything. It's Christmas quilts. Oh, a Christmas quilt. And guess who's gone and left the picture of the blimmin' quilt in the house? Anyway, I will show you, put a little picture in my newsletter. And if you're not on my newsletter list, well, you know, you soon sort that out. Wink, wink emoji. Yeah, so I'm plotting and scheming. I want to do some kits as well because I want to make it easy for people to do these things, and kits tends to be the easiest way. If you're supplied with a fabric, or it can be easier or encourage people to take part so they don't have to stress about which fabric would work and which wouldn't. So it's called Starry Night. It's an Art Gallery Fabrics pattern, free pattern, because I'm a big opponent. I've chosen Art Gallery Fabrics as my key fabric manufacturer. So I often look at their patterns to see which of the fabrics and that I could use for the patterns. Like I've done kits for beginners workshops before and things like that, but this one I'm going to try it for Christmas, and I'm also going to at least run one workshop. And if you wanted a group of you and 3 of your friends to come have a private workshop, do this Christmas quilt or whatever quilt, or whatever project, you just reply to the email or put comments below the new video in YouTube. And get in touch. If there's something you want, you sometimes have to ask for it. Well, often you have to ask for it because I don't always know that that's what you want. You know, I'm no mind reader. But so that's coming up soon, a Christmas quilt with the fabric supplied, unless you didn't want the fabric. If you've got masses of stash already, please see if you could use that. That would be marvellous, because this is a quilt that could work quite well being scrappy-ish. So it could work if you wanted to use your own fabrics for to use in the quilt. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to call it a day there. I'm nearly at 18:52, so I'm nearly at 20 minutes. I think that's fine for now. Please be kind if you do have any opinions on this type of communication. I'm doing my best to make it as real as possible. We are not robots, even if we have to tell our laptops that we are not robots sometimes these days when you're signing into different places. I'm just trying to do my best to connect with people as visibly as I can, that it's me doing this business. I would love to have a team of other people. I have a ton of supporters, but I'm the only one who actually works full-time for the business. So, and I have loads of ideas all the time. Ideas aren't the problem. It's actually having the time and energy and space to do these ideas. Yeah, my next video might be about one of my dreams I have for the business. Sometimes you say put it out there and the universe will make it happen. Well, the universe will make it happen, but when it will happen is another thing. But yeah, that will do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.